Police now have 3 people in custody, and they say one of them is the man on your screen, the alleged shooter of 2 New York City police officers. 2 officers, by the way, who spent all morning in the hospital, one of them in critical condition after he was treated surgery for gunshot wounds to his arm and his lower back, and another who is stabilized, who also had gunshot wounds to his chest and his arm. Both are expected to make a full recovery. The 2 officers named Andrew Dossi and Aliro Pellerano were apparently at the end of their shift last night, about 10:30 at night, New York time last night, and were on their way home when the call came in that there was a robbery. They jumped back in the car, plain clothes, and responded. And of course, as you see from the video that we've been showing, the surveillance video showed one shooter who was armed with an older style revolver literally opened fire. And after this scene was taken and broadcast all over the airwaves, a clear shot of that alleged shooter's face, and by the way, a $12,000 reward for any information that led to his capture, because police say that man on your screen is the one who's raising his arm with that gun and shooting and landing those shots at those 2 police officers. He has been apprehended. You can only imagine now the flurry of charges that these men will face. Unclear why there are 3 people in custody, because the reports have always been that this man is the alleged shooter. He had an accomplice, a 28-year-old man who apparently shortly after the shooting checked himself into a hospital for a gunshot wound to the back. Didn't take long before the police were able to connect that person at the hospital as an alleged accomplice in this shooting. And then, of course, it wasn't long before they were actually able to identify the person who actually held the gun, fired the shots, and then were able to actually track him down.